It's the part they don't show y'all or tell y'all about that owner-operator shit.
Shout out Black Yacht.
I come in this morning, doing my pre-trip and shit. See, I got a flat on the trailer. Same tire I changed last week, mind you. I've been checking the tire all week. It was cool. It was holding pressure. I checked it Friday night before I left. It was cool. It was probably like 110, I remember. Come in today, no air in the motherfucker at all. So I'm thinking, or I'm hoping, when I was checking the tire, the little, it's a little button on top of the, damn, Ed.
Shout out Black Yacht.
It's a little button on top of the cap that screws onto your stem. I'm thinking I'm hoping that button got jammed and the air just kept coming out the tire and shit. I put the tire inflator on it, like the automatic joint, drove up to the shipper, hoping that it would catch on the bead. Didn't catch. So I don't know if the tire inflator was working right or if it was screwed on tight enough. But I couldn't really screw it on as good as I wanted to. Anyway, I just walked a mile. I was gonna go to the gym and do 3 miles a day.
One thing you gotta understand, Black Yacht, he's an owner-operator. He really preaches knowing your truck and fixing things on your truck. That's how you save money. A lot of y'all want to be owner-operators, don't want to know how to fix stuff. You got to be able to understand your truck. So he's talking about a tire. He changed the tire, put it on there. It was good. And then the next day it's not. A lot of times when that happens, usually the stem. Usually the stem, you always know when you look inside that stem, there's a little part right there that pushes up and down. That's what inflates it. So sometimes shit happens. But at least he can understand what happens and what's wrong with his truck. A lot of y'all owner-operators can't do that. This is what the beauty is when you are in trucking and you take this thing seriously, you get knowledge. As an owner-operator, you want to be able to fix some things because that saves you money. Yeah, how much is a tire repair? Replacing? Depends. If it happens on the roadside, that could be probably what, $400, $500, $600 roadside call, 2-hour minimum. If they come to the yard, probably still the same thing, right? If you go to them, it'd probably be $400, still be expensive because tires ain't cheap. But as an owner-operator, you got to figure out ways how to save money. How do I be able to put money in my pocket? How to be able to fix a certain thing so I can keep money in my pocket, because this is why I'm doing trucking. The best way to do trucking is, as an owner-operator, is being able to understand the industry, understand what I need to do and learn to keep my money in my pocket. So yes, you should be able to know how to do some things to fix your truck. If you're a one-truck show, you're not trying to scale, you should be able to do some things, because if you don't, you will be getting taxed on these roads. One thing we all know in trucking is that truck is guaranteed to break down. How many tires is on an 18-wheeler? 18, right? Do you know how to change a tire? Do you know how to patch a tire? Or are you just going to call roadside every time there's something going on with the tire? You got bread like that? That can get expensive. So we have to figure out, as an owner-operator, I want to do this to make money. But it's not just about making money. It's about how much money you're going to keep. That's the big question. A lot of y'all don't know how much you're going to keep, so you just stuck. You don't understand that I'm making all this money. My gross is crazy, but my net is small. If you don't know what gross profit is and net profit is, you probably shouldn't have a trucking business. But when we talk about trucking, we always say this one thing. Trucking, when you become an owner-operator, becomes a business. So what type of business are you going to do? What type of business person are you going to do? Are you going to do good business? Are you going to figure out ways to save your money? You got two hands, bro. This could save you a lot of money in your trucking business.
I ain't going to the gym. I just walked a mile to Sunoco. See if they got some starter fluid and shit. Try this old trick. You know what I mean? Get the shit to get the tire to catch on the bead by supplying air and starter fluid, cause a little explosion. If not, when I get back to the fucking yard, instead of me taking a break, I'm gonna have to take the fucking tire off the rim. Well, take the tire off the truck, because it's on the inside tire. Fucking hit it with a cheater or whatever. I don't think the tire bad. I think I just fucked that stem up. I'm out, man.
You gotta have the knowledge in this industry as an owner operator. Just the fact that he's able to talk it through and tell you what he think it is, what it could be, what are solutions, that means he got the knowledge to be able to be a good owner operator. Worst case scenario, we're gonna put some starter fluid on that bead, throw some oxygen, light it real quick, and hopefully it inflates and see how long it holds air. I think he might just need a new stem. But still, you gotta take the tire off to the new stem. It takes time to do. Even I know that. And I'm not as good as an owner operator as he is, but even I know that because of research and because I've done it before in my own trucks. So you have to understand when you are becoming an owner operator, knowledge is your best friend. Knowledge is what keeps money in your pocket. Always realize that, always remember that is the knowledge you have to fix things on your truck is more money you keep in your pocket. Owner operator, don't be a pass-through. What is a pass-through, Marcus? Was when the money comes through you to them. Don't just work for the mechanic. Don't just work for the roadside. Work for yourself and your family. So if you really want to do this and be a great owner operator and be in this business for a long time, you have to get some skills. And I'm not saying you need to learn all these skills in the beginning, but I'm saying you have to be willing to learn and speak to somebody, consult with somebody, be around the right people to be able to understand what it takes to be able to work on your truck. How do I fix this if this alarm goes off? How do I fix my tire? How do I plug my tire? How do I fix my airlines to make sure it's right? How do I get that ABS light to work? You see what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things as the owner operator you can learn to keep a lot of money in your pocket because you just be giving it to the mechanic. So whatever truck you have to remember this. I remember what Marcus told me. Doesn't matter the truck I have, brand new, old, semi-old, ancient, always going to break down. So you have to remember, how can I fix these things so I can keep money in my pocket? It's all about keeping the money in your pocket. So if you got to use a little bit of your time, your two hands, a little bit of sweat and grease to be able to get this done to keep money in your pocket, then why not? Because then you'll just be paying the mechanic. This is what makes a good owner operator. Somebody that can pull on the side of the road, my tire's busted, I got another time, I'm going to change it real quick and get on. That's what makes a good trucker. But are you willing to be that good trucker, or are you not willing to be that good trucker? That's the question that you have to ask yourself is, can I be a good trucker? Can I do this thing the right way? Or am I trying to cheat the system and trying to get rich quick? So, but I love Black Yacht, man. That's my guy. He's doing it the right way. Make sure you guys follow him. His Instagram and TikTok will be in the comments below. But I love the fact that he's coming more on social media and just giving you guys a little more game and showing you the owner-operator life. He's been doing it for years. So if you want to learn something, definitely, follow him because he tells you about these different chronicles. But I love the fact that he's telling you, being an owner-operator is knowledge. Knowledge is what keeps money in your pocket. You're going to make a lot of money, but your knowledge is going to keep a lot of money. That's one of the biggest things you got to understand. Your knowledge is what's going to keep the money in your pocket.